Welcome to Employee Record Portal. This is the landing page of the application. Here, as you can see, in the header, we have sign in the home page section. Uh, at the top of the page, we have a search option. So without user signing into the portal, they can actually search any other user by UID, email ID, or employee ID, any of these. Without login, they don't need to log in to the portal to search for an employee. They can just search. But if they wish to record their own voice so that other users can hear, this is how it works. So they need to sign into the portal, approve the voice print, submit the voice print, and share it across. So all the users who can have access to this portal, they can actually search without login, and they can hear how the name of that particular employee is being pronounced. Here we have a record feature. If somebody wants to record it, they can click on it. So if, let's say, if I click on the record, the screen will take me to the login page. If I have logged into the portal, I could have directly landed onto the record page. This is the employee login page. Here we have, as we do not have the LDAP validations, we have created our own records. So if somebody enters invalid user accounts, we have a validation. So let me enter a valid employee ID. Now the password is incorrect. So login is based on the employee ID. Now if I enter proper password, it will again take me to the landing page of the application, wherein again either I can search or manage my account or add a voice print. Now let's go to a voice print. So as you can see, all the details, if this would have been integrated with an LDAP, would have come from LDAP, but it is coming from our local LDAP kind of a repository. So all the names has been printed. User has a wish to override the preferred name. They can override the preferred name. They can select the country at which they want their name to be pronounced at. English, United States, India, Hindi, Bengali, and Finnish are the 5 samples that we have taken in our application. By default, if user plays, by default user plays, basically their preferred name can be played. And then we have given a text. If they wish to override, they can actually record the voice in their own voice, and then that same voice will be available to all the users. So for now, I will record our own voice. My name is Abby, and I'll stop. I have an option to hear this voice again. So now it played on my voice, and I can submit the form. So it says my record has been successfully updated. Uh, if I go to my account page, I can see what are my details, and I have a feature for enabling voice print. So if this feature, by default, this feature is enabled for all users, but user has choice to disable it. If they disable it and save, their voice print won't be visible to other users. So for now, let's disable for this user and save the profile. So preferences has been successfully made. Let's go back to the UI screen, homepage, search on the employee ID, basically the UID. So here you can see all the details has been printed, but there is no voice as it's mentioned name audio is not available, user is opted out for the service. Now I'll again go back to my account. I'll enable this. I will say my preference. Now if I go to home page, I can search for the same record again, and then it loaded the details as well as the audio. And as I have selected Hindi, you can see the phonetics has been changed in Hindi. If I play the audio, yeah, so my audio has been played is in my own voice what I have recorded. I have option back to home. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a record section over here. Now as I am logged in, I can directly go to this page. I have an option to override the preference name. So let's say if I change my preference name to Ankush, if I override the voice, Ankush, stop. I can hear Ankush, and then I can submit. It says record updated successfully. Let's search for this user. Let's log out from this portal, and then let's see login how it works. So I can search for 011 U11. Here you can see the preferred name is Ankush. The audio is basically played. This is Ankush, and now phonetics is Ankush. Similarly, we can change the other languages from the country drop down, and then we can have the phonetics on that particular name or the language printed. So these are the high level features. We do have a very simple header which says about policy, terms of use, and contact us. And header, as you can see, has two different flavors. One is without login, one is with login. So if I sign in 111, password is, and if I log in, I can see a different flavor of header wherein user can actually manage for that particular user what they want to do. So this is how the portal looks. This is how the functionality has been accomplished.